Hello, today we're going to be talking about The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros. So this book is interesting in that, okay, it's a solidly 3-star book for me. I liked it, I understand some of the great things about it, but it just didn't hit me on a really deep level or really blow me away. Although technically, I think there are a lot of interesting things. So essentially, they're like a series of kind of interconnected vignettes told from the perspective of this girl slash teenager woman, young woman, growing up in this house on Mango Street in Chicago. And she's a Mexican woman, a Mexican family, and they kind of live in like the ghetto, and it's very interesting. All the selections are very, very short. I'll try to show you. Like here's a good example. Like that is one of the chapters. So, they're very short, and one of the most striking features of this is that she's very poetic. Her style is poetic, even though it's technically prose. This is technically a novel. It reads almost like a book of poetry. Let me see if I can find a good example. Here we go. And it has a very interesting themes of like discovering one's own identity and stuff like that. Here's a good example. Okay, this chapter, and I'm going to read the whole thing because it's only that long, is called My Name. Sorry about my voice. In English, my name means hope. In Spanish, it means too many letters. It means sadness. It means waiting. It is like the number 9, a muddy color. It is the Mexican records my father plays on Sunday mornings when he is shaving, songs like sobbing. It was my great-grandmother's name, and now it is mine. She was a horsewoman, too, born like me in the Chinese year of the horse, which is supposed to be bad luck if you're born female. But I think this is a Chinese lie, because the Chinese, like the Mexicans, don't like their women strong. My great-grandmother, I would have liked to have known her, a wild horse of a woman, so wild she wouldn't marry, until my great-grandfather threw a sack over her head and carried her off. Just like that, as if she were a fancy chandelier. That's the way he did it. And the story goes she never forgave him. She looked out the window her whole life, the way so many women sit their sadness on an elbow. I wonder if she made the best with what she got, or was she sorry because she couldn't be all the things she wanted to be? Esperanza. I have inherited her name, but I don't want to inherit her place by the window. At school they say my name funny, as if the syllables were made out of tin and hurt the roof of your mouth. But in Spanish my name is made out of a softer something, like silver, not quite as thick as sister's name, Magdalena, which is uglier than mine. Magdalena, who at least can come home and become Nenny, but I am always Esperanza. I would like to baptize myself under a new name, a name more like the real me, the one nobody sees. Esperanza, as Lysandra, or as Maritza, or as Zizi, the X. Yes, something like Zizi the X will do. So anyway, you can see those, that kind of exemplifies the themes of creating a new identity or finding an identity, as well as the poetic language. It is kind of interesting because it's like kind of this vague switch between like a child narrator and a more adult narrator, like halfway through. And it kind of just happens, and it's a little disorienting, but I found that really interesting. I think this book is super short. It's only like 110 pages maybe, so this is definitely something that you could pick up and read in an afternoon, and I highly suggest doing that. So yeah, any thoughts, you can comment down below. Otherwise, feel free to follow me on Twitter, @booksandbeer, @books_and_beer, or on Goodreads. I'll post the link to my profile down below. As always, happy reading and have a good life.